Tonight, we're following up on last night's tragic train accident that left a young man dead. Good evening, I'm Renata Steele.
I'm Scott Cook. Thanks for choosing WENY News at 6. New information tonight following that deadly accident on Elmira's Southside.
Police still aren't saying much, but we do know the victim was a young male, perhaps a student in the area. WENY's Candice has more on precautions people can take to avoid accidents like this. She's in the studio with more. Candice?
Scott and Renata, it's never an easy subject when someone dies in a horrific accident, but neighbors are hoping that this incident will serve as a warning for people to just stay off the tracks.
It's critically important to be ever vigilant to avoid these unspeakable tragedies.
Vigilance and avoidance. That is the message following last night's tragic accident. The tragedy that took the life of a young man walking along the tracks didn't have to happen. And besides just staying off the tracks altogether, police say they have reason to believe he was listening to music at the time he was hit, something that could have possibly prevented the victim from hearing the horn to move out of the way.
When you are on the tracks, if you find yourself walking along or whatever, you have to, you need to pay attention and avoid any distractions.
Even if you see the train coming, if you're in harm's way, you may not be able to get out of the way in time.
This train took probably over 2,000 feet to stop it was traveling at 48 to 50 miles an hour. Trains are large, dangerous objects that are moving at speeds that they can't stop on a dime.
Despite no trespassing signs and safety warnings, people still take their chances crossing the tracks. It's a problem that's been going on for years, especially with Southside High right on the other side.
They got holes in the fence that they keep patching up, but the kids keep tearing the hole apart so they can come through shortcuts from McNaught Field to the school.
Not only should you avoid being on the tracks, but trespassing on railroad property could land you in jail.
It's actually a misdemeanor to be trespassing on railroad property.
Now again, we can't stress it enough. The best way to avoid something like this from happening again is to just stay off the tracks. In the studio, Candice Cole, WENY News.